Classic Plus is coming sooner than we think, and here's why. I'm just sat right now in my garden and I've been thinking about what's been going on with these private servers, why Blizzard is launching an attack on so many Classic Plus servers. So obviously it started off with Turtle WoW, which is actually a very big lawsuit with a RICO case involved. And Turtle will of course try to stay open, but eventually all payments will be cut off. It will be very hard for Turtle to survive. You can obviously say their servers are in Russia, which could be true, but the thing is, it's possible winning this case that you can block all payments from countries like Europe and US. In the long run, it's not looking good for Turtle WoW. And we've seen with Everlook, which is another Classic Plus server, which got a cease and desist, and they have chosen to shut down. Then of course, we had another one, which is a huge one, Project Epoch, which had the biggest launch of any private server in history, has decided to close down as well. Although Ascension has of course taken over and they will try to continue with Project Epoch. But the thing is, for players, when they see these things, it does put them off. So Blizzard has done a lot of damage to the private server scene. Now the question is, why would Blizzard do something like this? Why would they take away Classic Plus servers? And you'd have seen in my recent video, I was very sad about it, because why would they take something away that they don't provide themselves? And it really got me thinking. Obviously, everyone knows that Classic Plus is coming. The question was always about when. And the most obvious time to announce it would have been BlizzCon, which is next year. And on that timescale would mean that Classic Plus doesn't come out until at least 2 years. So then why all the lawsuit action now? It doesn't make any sense. And that's what got me really thinking. Now we know BlizzCon is next year, but what we don't know is whether there will be a Warcraft Direct this year, as there was last year. Now last year they announced it in October, and then the Warcraft Direct was in November. Now around that time there was a lot of speculation and rumors about a potential Classic server which would progress into TBC. A lot of people were saying that's pure copium and that it would never happen. But actually, if we look, it was announced on the Warcraft Direct and then it came out like 1 week later. Everyone was hyped. It was a super good anniversary launch and everyone was happy. So now you can kind of see where I'm going with this, because why would Blizzard be attacking all of these servers and then going completely quiet, not even announcing when phase 6 of anniversary will be out? We haven't heard a single thing from the Classic WoW team other than Mr. Pandaria. And in the past, Josh Greenfield has confirmed they are working on something behind the scenes, which we all assumed would be Classic Plus. So you can see where I'm going here. Maybe this is pure copium or hopium, but what if Blizzard is planning something absolutely huge for this year's Warcraft Direct? One of two things could be happening here. It could be that they're just shutting down all these servers and saying, nope, none of you are allowed to have any fun, it's over, and they don't have any Warcraft Direct. But what if this is all a master plan? They have been quiet, they haven't announced anything, they've just been attacking these servers, and then very soon we're going to get a huge announcement for something new to the game. Now, I don't think this would be Classic Plus, but you never know. It could be another seasonal server, very similar to Season of Discovery, that's coming very soon. Because when you look at the facts, Project Epoch and Turtle WoW have gained a huge influx of players very recently from Season of Discovery, because Season of Discovery basically came to an end. They chose not to develop it any further, and we saw a massive exodus of 70,000 or so players who distributed all across these different servers. Obviously they did offer a MOP boost, but so far MOP hasn't performed as well as they'd hoped, and they're actually lower than Kata numbers, which is a bad indication of MOP performance. So what could be coming? Well, as I said, this could be pure copium right here, so take it with a pinch of salt. That said, I was showing these leaks on my streams last year and everyone was saying, no, TBC is never coming, they're not going to make another Classic server, it's just pure copium, blah, 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 and then they did. And it's around the right time where seasonal servers are announced. Could there be a SOD 2.0 progressing into TBC? Could there be a brand new seasonal together, which is like a Classic Plus beta? And of course, some of you will say, well, Blizzard are just protecting their IP, which is true. They have the right and they need to protect their IP. But Turtle WoW and some of these others have been around for like 7-8 years and have never been attacked. Why is it now? Why is it just Classic Plus servers? Why isn't it Warmane or the Wrath of the Lich King servers? It is only Classic servers being attacked because I think something huge is coming. Now that's what I'm hoping for, but it could be Blizzard are just being ignorant, not making any announcements, just attacking these servers. That's the only communication we're getting in terms of Classic WoW and Classic Plus. It just seems weird to me to nuke all of these Classic Plus servers now, but then don't release anything for 2 more years. They've definitely lost a big player base from Season of Discovery. So like I said, is this part of a big master plan? I don't know guys, this is just my thoughts. It's nothing in concrete, it's just speculation. I could be completely wrong, but like I said, we have been here before. Nobody thought TBC was coming. Nobody thought we would get another Classic Fresh. Nobody thought it would have dual spec in it and all these other changes. Who knows for sure, right? Hopefully I am correct. Even if it is a seasonal server, it gives us something to do because SOD for the first 2 phases was absolutely amazing. We could be on the verge of something even bigger, which is more work towards a Classic Plus. But yeah, guys, what do you think? Am I completely bonkers? Is it pure copium? It could be, but I could be right on this. Let me know what you think in the comments. Would you be happy with another seasonal server, or would you prefer to just wait until TBC anniversary, which could be a few months yet, and then eventually going into Classic Plus? I expect that we will get TBC by the end of the year, at least the pre-patch, but we haven't heard any news. The majority of people are saying and thinking that Nax will come on the 25th of September, but so far we've heard nothing, so we would literally need an announcement today if that was the case. But I expect we will get TBC at the end of the year. I expect it will go into Wrath before we finally do get a Classic Plus. It's just, are they going to add some seasonal servers in there? They've done it with Season of Mastery before. They've done it with Season of Discovery. What is next? We do need something. You know, Retail is in Season 3 now. They are happy. They've got Legion Remix coming. Mop has just had a new raid. They've had constant development and updates to classes going on, balancing, etc. But then what is next for Classic? We've heard nothing. But yeah, guys, just wanted to put my thoughts out there. Please don't put hate on me on the comments again. And remember, you can check out my streams on kick.com/Seanohereyt. We'll be streaming a lot on Kick. I'm going to start fresh in Classic Anniversary again. And finally, I just want to give a huge shout out to all of my members. We have over 400 members in the channel, but I will say a lot of you haven't joined the Discord. Now, just in case you weren't aware, as part of your YouTube membership, you do get access to the members section of the channel, which gives you access to all the gold guides, etc. There is a tutorial on my YouTube how to connect your YouTube to Discord in order to get access to it. You can see here we have all of the investments, all of the profession farms, etc. Every single profession is on here. It's just a perk of being a member, but I notice not all of you are on the Discord, so it's well worth just joining the Discord and getting that access and using those guides. You can make thousands of gold doing it, so why not, right? The link to my Discord is in the description below. Just click on there and you can see the member section, how to get access. It's very simple and you get a lot of benefits. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching this video and have a lovely day.